Hello and welcome to International Marketing. I'm really excited to have you here. This is one of my favorite classes. When I took it back in college, I remember the instructor every day in class bringing different products from overseas, kind of showing us how the branding sometimes did not translate to English. It's just such an interesting, fun class. I think that for those of you who enjoy global business or marketing, I think you will really appreciate how the two mix. A big component of the class is culture. So I think just that alone, I think you will see how we apply, how we leverage our understanding of strategic marketing and culture around the world. We'll talk about strategy for big companies, multinationals, Procter and Gamble, etc., how they do this over the world. But also, this is going to be a really important class for anyone who's thinking about, for a small or medium business, how to penetrate other markets. Again, you'll see a recurring theme that as smart as you're going to be with strategy, culture is going to really be everything. Um, the way that the class runs, so obviously this is 100% online. It's completely asynchronous. What that means is that we'll never have Zoom meetings. I will record my videos. I usually have my PowerPoint slides, and I record the videos. I mean, that's how the whole class will be. So you'll watch those at your own schedule, your own time. I try to keep them less than an hour, but we're covering a whole chapter. Usually it's difficult. If I can, sometimes I'll try to break them down. But remember, you can pause, right? I always recommend that if a 1 hour chunk is a little bit too much for you, you can just watch it in installment plans. Every day watch a little bit. The way that the class is structured, really, there'll be three ways of earning points to complete the class. Discussions are worth 30% of the grade. Um, Online classes are obviously very different than face-to-face class because we don't have that kind of a group atmosphere and participation in a live class. The discussions are really important that way, which is why I'll ask you when you contribute to discussions to make sure that you do more than just answer like, I agree with you or something like that. I really want your thoughts, I want your thinking and your reflection. And also, it shows that you've read the chapter, it shows you understand the content. So, discussions are 30% of the grade. One of the ways I like to explain percentages is a whole letter grade is 10%, if that makes sense, right? So, the difference between an A and a B is 10%. That's it. So, just kind of remember, like in this case, discussions are worth three letter grades, 30%. Assignments are also worth 30%. So, all of the assignments combined, some assignments are going to be worth 10 points, some 20 points. Um, and the lowest score, sorry, yeah, the lowest score on a 10-point assignment will automatically be dropped by Canvas, the way I have it structured. So just remember that. There'll be several assignments. If, for example, if you miss one, as long as it's a 10-pointer, it'll be dropped. Quizzes, there'll be lots of quizzes quizzes for every chapter, I should say. And that's in lieu of our exams. There's no exams, there's only quizzes. So what that means is you'll have a quiz every week. The lowest scored quiz, even if it's a missing quiz, also will be automatically dropped. However, quizzes are worth 40% of your grade, so there's four letter grades right there. It's important that you complete your quizzes. It's important you do them on time because again, that's as well as you'll do with the other assignments. If you don't do the quizzes, you won't pass the class. Let's see. Extra credit is 2% of the grade, and it's really kind of designed to give you a little push if you need it. Sometimes I have students who are just borderline between one grade and the next grade, so that little 2% is going to really help you. Um, as far as the class is concerned, again, the norm for our class is I'll post everything usually on Fridays. So you'll have the whole weekend if you want to work on the next week material. I know a lot of you work, and in that way you have the weekend if you want to front load the work for the next week. So I will post everything on Fridays. Um, you will also, the deadline for your quizzes, sorry, your quizzes will be due on Friday. So they'll be open for only 24 hours all day Friday. So just remember that you will have to take your quizzes on Fridays only. There's no makeup for quizzes. As far as assignments and discussions are concerned, I do allow late work, but it's going to cost, right? So just like econ, right? Everything is going to have value somehow. So it's a 2% penalty per day, which, again, if you're going to be late by a couple of days, it's not going to be horrible. But if you're late by a couple of weeks, then it's going to be horrible. I mean, there comes a point where you need to calculate how many days you've missed, because if it's more than 100 points, then forget, it's not even worth it. So I think that's it. Again, I'm really excited about having you guys here. I'm looking forward to meeting you. The first assignment is a video introduction. You will see that that video introduction is mandatory. That's kind of my way of checking in. So first day of class, if you don't show up first day of class, you get dropped. Well, this is our first week of class. So students who do not upload their video introduction will be dropped the second week of class automatically to make room for other students who want to take the class. So that's the only assignment that will absolutely be a mandatory assignment, is the video intro, which is really you talking about yourself for 1 minute and recording yourself. I think that covers everything. I will try every week to give you these little video announcements, not that long, by the way. And I hope to hear from you as well. I want questions. If something doesn't work for you, if you can't find something, the only way I can make this class work for everyone is to hear from you. So I try to respond within 24 hours if I can. Obviously, on the weekend, I'm off. So if you send me an email on a late Friday night, you won't get an answer until Monday. But that's about it. Looking forward to having a great semester, you guys.